Today we will embark on a journey into the importance of pollinator habitats. Guiding us is Dr. Tammy Horn Potter, a leading authority in this field, who will unveil a wealth of intriguing insights about the pivotal role of pollen and pollinators.
On average, every single livable frame hive tends to need about 252 million flowers through the course of a full calendar year. It's a good idea to remember that foragers are the older bees, and they need both pollen and nectar. Those pollen grains are unique to the flower. They help the immune system of an individual honeybee, and then of course contribute to the immunity of the colony. The other thing that they are shopping for when they leave the hive is nectar. That's the fuel of the hive. A honeybee cannot process either pollen or nectar immediately on the flower. Bumblebees can. Their digestive system can process it while they are in flight, but honeybees have to bring both pollen and nectar back to the hive and process both of those into consumable products. And so nectar, of course, when it comes back to the hive, is 80% water. The bees in the hive have to dehydrate that water. Then it becomes honey, which of course is good. It can be good for 1,000 years. And at least in my environment, a hive needs approximately 120 pounds of honey to get through the full calendar year. And typically they need 30 to 50 pounds of pollen to get through a full calendar year. Pollen evolved longer than 130 million years ago, but floral pollens especially are part of a flower's strategy to reproduction. And so pollen is the fingerprint of flower's DNA, if you will. And so they can be very different. And some will be spiky, and some will have furrows, some will have pores, some will have varying layers of exine structure around them to protect them and to protect the DNA inside of it. They can be sticky to help the pollen adhere to the body of a bee or maybe a hummingbird. They can be triangular, they can be round as you're seeing here, but they are very different. So the study of pollen is called melissopollinology. Honeybees see flowers differently than we see them. You'll hear people in the industry talk about a lot in the beekeeping industry is these floral nectar guides. That includes petal structure, it includes floral scent, like the perfume of a flower, the color structure of a flower. All of these things are working. Again, it's part of that flower strategy to attract and lure pollinators so that its DNA can be picked up by a pollinator and carried on into the future.